Hey guys, what's up? It is Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 225 of Constructing Los Angeles. How's everybody doing? We are back on the city today, ready to continue to make some progress. So, since last episode, guys, I actually went ahead and toured the city hall. So now, this building is completely done, and we're getting closer and closer towards Los Angeles being done on the Xbox 360. So, to continue that progress today, I'm going to be working on the Tinsel Tower for a little bit. I said I was going to work on the Plaza, or at least think about working on the Plaza over the next couple of episodes. And ultimately, guys, I decided that I'm going to go with this theme for the Plaza. So we're going to create two water features out in front here. We're going to create one final gigantic skyscraper that's going to be the max height limit of the world. And then we're going to have some trees along the side and kind of like this little plaza pathway thing. So, you know, it could be an area of the city where people could hang out. So that is the plan for this, and I think after kind of further review, I ultimately said that I was going to build some fountains here, right? I think I'm actually going to keep the water feature that we have that's kind of based off of the 9/11 memorial. So here's how this is going to work. So I'm going to take this water feature and I'm going to build another one over there. And then I'm going to kind of rip up this particular fountain here, create that cobblestone walkway that you see on the mini model, kind of have that loop around. I'm going to move the Beacon Industries Tower, I'm going to move Papa's Pizzeria, and I'm going to move Flower Pot Coffee Shop. I have 3 spots for each one of those buildings, so don't worry about that. And I'm going to get rid of the ice skating rink. So that is the plan for the Plaza, the new Plaza plan. I'm going to get started on that as soon as I can. I still need to do a little bit more preparation for it, so that is going to be an episode or 2 away, but I promise I'm going to get to it very, very soon. So for today's episode, guys, I'm going to fly back over here to the old part of the city, and I'm going to do a little bit of work on the Tinsel Tower interior. So I've left off on this particular building a few episodes ago. I think it was like 222 or 23. I'm not 100% sure. And we did a 10-minute episode where we did some interior on this. So we built this plaza, or not, I'm thinking about the plaza, we're thinking about lobbies here. We built a lobby for the Tinsel Tower, and I like it a lot. I think it looks really good. Obviously, we have the double T out here in the front, so TT standing for Tinsel Tower. We have some nice chandeliers, and I really like this frame that I did with the dark oak wood slabs and stairs, and then the cyan wool. I think that's actually a really creative and clever frame inspiration for you guys. I'm probably going to be doing that throughout some other builds in the interior because that was actually a really cool idea. So we're going to be working on this building a little bit on the inside today and just kind of continue with this thing because this is another one of the buildings that I would like to get done soon so we can you know, do a tour of it. So I'm going to come in here real quick and just do a little bit. Whoops, that didn't really work the way I planned. All right, let me reset here so I can walk through these things normally. So I'm going to do a little bit of work in here. I'm obviously going to need some night vision potions, and I'm just going to kind of fill in some of these walls for what is going to be the garage because I think we had that kind of going last episode and never really got around to finishing it. So let's see here. If this is going to be there, and then the wall is going to have to open up. So let me grab a piece of stone real quick, and the stone is going to have to be right there on that particular block. So let me put that back, and that's going to be where the ceiling is going to be. These are really giving me issues right now. I should probably just like break those open so it's easier for me to walk through for now. I can put them in later when the final product is being put in. So let me grab some swiftness potions as well. I'm just going to do a little bit of this, like no more than 5 minutes of this because this is something that I can do off camera and I can grind out later. So I'm just going to kind of get a general idea, maybe just fill in the frame of this at the very least, just to kind of get something, you know, something down and see how it looks. So I'm going to take this all the way across and connect it to here. And obviously the gravel is right there, so we can't break that because that's going to be the gravel that connects to the outside where we have that little display out in the front. I really like the way the Tinsel Tower is coming together. It's actually one of my favorite buildings on the world. It's been here for so long, and I love the fact that it used to be really not very good and just kind of not very well thought out. And then we came back to it. We kind of revisited this build after like a year or so, and we turned it into something that I think looks a lot better now. We pretty much completely revamped it. Like it's almost, I pretty much tore down the entire thing and just restarted it from scratch. I mean, there's really no way around that. I absolutely did that. So let's see here. I'm going to start by taking this across because we're going to have like this little archway going through here, which is going to be like an indoor driveway, I guess, that connects both garages because we're going to have another garage over here, like I said the last time I was working on this build. So that's going to be the plan for this. So let me take this across. And how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good Thanksgiving break. Obviously, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so everything's just getting started up, and the holiday festivities are here. So hopefully you guys are off of school now and enjoying your break, playing some games, you know, having some fun with friends and family and things like that. So hopefully you guys are having a good break and taking some time to watch the CLD. I really appreciate it. Episode 225. It's crazy how many episodes we have done. It's absolutely insane. And I do apologize a little bit, guys, for the I haven't really posted a whole lot of videos lately. It's been stressing me out because I love posting videos, and whenever I go like a stretch here where I don't post a whole lot of videos, it makes me sad. So I'm gonna try very, very hard to get some videos up during the break here, find some time to record, and then I promise you guys, once the winter break comes around and my semester is over, I promise you guys I'm gonna be putting out a ton of videos. And I'm gonna also start to get back into streaming as well. Something I did, you know, once upon a time, way back in the day, for all you old timers out there. I used to stream like twice a week during the summer, and that just kind of died. So I have this Twitch account that I completely forgot about, and I need to use it. And I think I have a couple of ideas for some things I can stream over the Christmas break. So that's going to be very, very exciting. And I'm even probably going to stream some other games as well in the future, because I really want to try to do that. I know, you know, on my second channel I like to upload other games. Like I've been uploading a little bit of Call of Duty on the other channel, and I love posting that kind of stuff. Just other games other than Minecraft from time to time, and I would also like to stream that a little bit more. So hopefully within the next month or so, or a couple of months, I would like to stream some other games. I know one game I definitely want to consider streaming, and that's the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD version, which honestly probably has me more excited for a video game than like ever in my life. I'm not even joking right now. Like Zelda Twilight Princess was my favorite game when I was younger, and they are remastering it on the Wii U, so I'm going to be purchasing a Wii U just to play that game, and I'm hoping that I can stream it, because I'm pretty sure Nintendo has like weird copyright laws with their games, so there's probably a good chance that it'll get taken down if I try to put like a Let's Play of it on YouTube on my second channel. So I'll probably just stream it instead, because YouTube, obviously, you know, streaming on Twitch is a lot less strict in the copyright department. So that's probably what I'll be doing for that. That's something I'm really excited for, because, oh my god, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, like, the fact that they actually released that is just amazing. Like, that's like a dream come true. I never would have thought they would actually remake that game, because that is, I'm not even joking, my favorite game ever. I made a video on my channel, even doing my top 5 favorite games of all time, and that game was #1 then, and it's still #1 now, even over Skyrim and Minecraft and Pokemon. Legend of Zelda takes the cake. That was my favorite game as a kid. And I'm so excited to play it again for the Wii U in a couple of months. That's going to be awesome, coming out in March. So that's something to look forward to as well. So we got a lot of stuff to look forward to. So that's basically all I want to do for the garage right now. I'm going to kind of refine this and make it better later. But this is, you know, a basic idea of what I'm going to do. So most likely how this will work is I'm going to take the cyan wool, and I'm going to kind of continue this going around the edge here, since this did leak into the garage a little bit. So we might as well, you know, follow suit with that kind of style. So, and then I'll also probably take the let's see here, we're gonna get the dark oak wood slabs, and I'll continue this theme even into the garage, because I really like this theme. I think it looks really nice, so we'll continue it even into the garage. I gotta add some lighting as well, and then we'll get up to some interior, try to like furnish the apartment today. That would be fantastic if I could do that. That would be something that would be really good, because once I kind of get one of them built and like the actual design of it, so how it's going to look, then I can just start to copy and paste them, and that's the part that's kind of like mindless and really easy. So that's the part that I can just, you know, sit right back and just listen to some music and relax and just build. So obviously it doesn't take nearly as much thought process to copy and paste stuff as it does when you're thinking of new original ideas, obviously. So that's something that, you know, is sometimes nice to build. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these slabs here. I'm going to run these around through here. I'm going to grab some swiftness again. I don't even know if I ever drank swiftness in the first place, but I'm going to drink swiftness anyway. I'm going to have this run around like this, and again, it's going to continue around this edge, so I might as well just add this now and along the edge. I think this is actually double stacked, so that shouldn't be a problem with like leaking out to the outside or anything like that. We have all that stuff already figured out. Yep, see, that's double stacked, so we're totally good on that department. This is going to continue like this. And then right here will probably be like that, most likely. And I will probably take down an extra thing right there. So I think that's enough space for a car to sneak through, hopefully. We'll see, though. That's not 100% sold right there. All right, so this would obviously come around, and then the rest of that would be filled in with the blue. And that's pretty much how this would work in here. So this is looking pretty good. And then last thing I want to do before we go back up to the apartments is I wanted to add some lighting in here. So most likely drink some milk real quick for this. That would definitely help. Let's drink some milk. All right, so I'm gonna put just little, that's a problem. Okay, new plan. All right, forgot about that for a second. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put this back like that. And I'm going to put glowstone right here. Break that gravel. I'm going to put glowstone right, nope, not there, right here. And let's see, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, place glowstone. So let's see, we have 1 away from the wall, 2 there. So actually, will that work? Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so now what I'm going to do around this is I'm just going to add some stone. Just kind of make this ceiling 1 less block tall, which is totally fine. I have no issues with that. And we'll have this run down through here, and then we'll be good to go. So let me just get this filled in, just like that. There we go. That looks great. All right, so I'm going to quickly do the other side, guys, and then I will meet you up at the apartment level. All right, guys, so let's go up to the apartments now. I finished that side over there. I'm going to take the stairs because I think I really did a pretty good job of just kind of crunching the stairs into this small space, because this is just basically a smaller version of the Eclipse Tower. So it was pretty clutch trying to sneak those stairs right into that small little area. That's pretty clutch. I really do like this little lobby here. It's kind of cozy and small. I don't know. It's just like, it's basically just a smaller version of Eclipse Tower. There's nothing really else I can say about it. And I also like how this particular building does have a glass view coming out of the elevator that would actually overlook the ocean if you kind of just continue up like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead into the apartment I'm working on, which I believe is this one. This is going to be apartment 1. We already have a little bit of stuff done in here. So we have a television on the wall with a sofa. I think we did this on camera if I remember correctly. Yeah, we did. And then we have just a little table there. So this is looking pretty nice. I think I'm going to add some more paintings in here because, never mind. I thought I was going to add some paintings, but no longer. I guess I used a ton of paintings on the City Hall, so they're maxed out again. I literally went back into like the old areas of the world and just broke paintings because they didn't really match, considering that I put them all down in the natural texture pack or in the default. So they didn't really match too well, but I guess the game just does not want me to have any paintings, so that's fine. All right, so in here is going to be the bedroom. I think this is going to be a closet. And then I think over here is going to be the bathroom. So I'm wondering if I could like connect that through the bedroom, if that would be better. I'm not really sure how I should do this. Like, I could have it like there. That would be like a decent spot for it. But I could also connect it to the bedroom. But then again, that's the only bathroom in the apartment. This is not necessarily a big apartment. Actually, I could make this a bathroom as well. 2 bathrooms, like have a kitchen and dining room right here, the living room, bedroom, master bathroom, closet, powder room. That could work. I think we'll go with that. All right, so here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to start off with the bedroom. Let's do that first because I like doing bedrooms. All right, so let's grab some stuff. Obviously, this is going to be very modern, so let me go ahead and kind of create like just like a modern bed, something simple. It doesn't have to be like insane, obviously. Let me grab some light gray wool as well. All right, so where do I grab that? Here we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do for this, I think I'm gonna put it in this corner here. I'm gonna do 3 blocks. I'm gonna place like that, and then I'm just gonna do like basically a floating bed that connects to the wall. We're gonna make it kind of modern looking, so like this, and then we're gonna do the comforter here, like that, and then hopefully from this angle it should look like pretty nice, like it's just floating there. I like that. I could actually add some like a bed frame on the corner here. So what I mean by that is I could put a upside down stair like this, just kind of frame that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. All right, so that's cool. And then let's go ahead and add some lighting in here. I guess we can do like a night table over here in the corner. So let's grab a dark oak wood plank for this, and then let's go ahead and grab a I think I did cobblestone walls as the theme with the beacons. So yeah, cobblestone wall and beacon. Actually, I could continue the same theme that I did in here, where I take some. I think this is spruce wood. Is this spruce wood? Yes, that's spruce wood. So I could continue this theme where I kind of have it like that, and then I could do a flower pot with a fern in it, and then I could also do a cobblestone wall with a beacon in it. So let's give that a try, or a beacon on top of it, I guess I should say. So we'll do that. That's a little night table in the corner there. That's pretty cool. I would ideally like to put a painting right there, but that's not going to happen. That would be a really nice spot for a painting too, darn. All right, so now what else can we do in here? We got to do, I could put like a dresser here, or a bookshelf. That could look good. I could do like a fireplace. That would be really awesome. I'm trying to remember if I did fireplaces on Eclipse Tower. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I have to go back and look. No, I did do a fireplace on there. At least I think. Hold on, let me go look, because I'm actually like, I want to go check, because that will help me with some inspiration. I'll be right back, guys. So no fireplace in Eclipse Tower. I think I originally had them in there, and then when I kind of reformatted everything in there, I switched it up. So I'm gonna add some bookshelves here. I think is what I'm gonna add. So I'm gonna put like a 3x2 of bookshelves, or 2x2. I'm gonna go 2x2 right there. That's a solid addition. And then I think if let's see, I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to decide if I want to have the master bathroom like accessible from the hallway or accessible from only inside of the bedroom. I still haven't decided on that yet. I think I actually am gonna have it accessible from the hallway. I think that looks a little bit better overall on the floor plan. So I'm gonna close that off, and I'm gonna put a Dangeles anvil right here in this 3 block wide space, just right in the middle. So I'm gonna have that go right there. I can put something on top of the bookshelf as well. Let's see. We can put a creeper head on backwards. I did this in the Victorian mansion as like something. It's supposed to be like some sort of a decoration, maybe like a box or something like that. That could work. And let's see what else we can do in here. So in this space, I'm gonna put like a bench. How about that? We're gonna put a bench. Let's do it out of dark oak. We're gonna put a bench right there, and then I'm gonna put a little carpet around that. So bench, and then just a little carpet going around it. So I think that's pretty good. I could put a painting on that wall. That would be nice as well. Actually, what I could do is I could put a little shelf on this wall like that, an upside down stair, and then I could put a flower on top of that, maybe a yellow flower this time. So something like that. That looks pretty good. And this is basically a little standard bedroom. Nothing too crazy about it, but I like it. It's got like pretty much everything you would need. Bed, night table, bookshelf, Danville's anvil. Everything needs a Danville's anvil. Nice little bench in the corner. This is something that I think is very similar to the Eclipse Tower, so that's pretty nice. And you know, honestly, I could technically make some sort of like balcony here. Like that would be pretty cool, but I'm gonna stick to the theme of GTA, and I'm just gonna have it closed. So let's go ahead and move on in here to the closet. So this is gonna be pretty simple. So I'll probably just have like, you know, a shelf right there, and then another one. We can put some towels on there. Same thing right here, just a shelf, and then another one right there. For the way I do towels usually, or clothing, I guess, either way, grab some different colors of wool, just kind of mix it up. So let's say we have an orange shirt there, a blue shirt, you know, green, whatever. We'll do white. I could get some blue, so maybe some jeans on this particular one, maybe some lighter colored jeans. So stuff like that, really. And that's basically how I do closets in this game. You know, closets aren't that exciting to build. It's probably like the most boring thing to build in the house, to be honest. So I don't really go too all out on them, because what's the point? So anyway, this is the bedroom closet combo. So let's go ahead and move in here. Let's do a bathroom. So for this, what I'm gonna do is I need to have a shower. That's the first thing I need. Definitely need that. So what I'll probably end up doing is taking a little wall up through here like this, right? Trying to close off this space. And then right in this corner here, I'm going to add a shower. So this is going to be kind of like that. And then we'll place a little hop up right there. That'll go like this. And then in this space here, I could have that opened up, but I only think that's going to be accessible from the first floor. Like I don't think it's going to be able to work like that on all the other floors. So I'll probably just leave it like that, just so it's kind of, you know, consistent. I'm going to place a tripwire hook right there, and then I'm going to grab some white stained glass. So we're going to get that white stained glass panes, and we're going to place that like this. And there we go. We have our little shower. Toilets. We're going to probably put that, where should we add the toilet? I could just go straight away, like right here next to the, yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. Try to keep it private, although, you know, putting it right next to the door isn't necessarily private, but I'm going to do that anyway. And I'm going to put a little handle thing on top of the lid. So there we go. That looks pretty good. And what else could we add to this? So we need a counter. So we're going to get that going. I'm going to use some quartz for this. Going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to place a sink right there. And we can have a tripwire hook on that. Place some shelving going up against the wall. We could place a flower pot on this. Just put some random stuff. Really doesn't matter. Just more decorations, the better. Place that there. Maybe a carpet. Why not? Even put a beacon up here just for some lighting. It's a good way to sneak in some lighting, because beacons are one of those lighting sources that look pretty good on their own. So it's a good way to sneak in some lighting. What I might also do is grab a human head or something like that and place it like backwards like that. Not really. Actually, nah, it probably doesn't look as good. Let's do zombie head maybe. What do these look like backwards? Those are definitely much better. So let's break this real quick. I'm going to place a zombie head in that corner. That's going to look pretty creepy from the outside. That's for sure. But that's not really what we're focused on. So assume those windows are tinted, obviously, from the inside to the outside. That's why we can put a shower right here. Like, literally someone that's parked over at that stop sign could see it. So, no, these are going to be tinted windows. And that's why they're black stained glass anyway. So, pretty solid little bathroom here. Nice. I think we cramped everything in. I might even have some space for a Danville's anvil right here in the corner. So, I'll throw that in. Look at that. So, I think we fit everything in. We have a shower. We have a sink. We have a toilet. So, that's pretty good. I like it. So let's go ahead, come back out here. We have this room done, bathroom, bedroom. Let's just do a kitchen real quick before we conclude today's episode. So for the kitchen, what should we do for this? I'm going to grab some dark oak wood. I'm going to grab some carpet, some gray carpet. And I think I'm going to grab some quartz slabs and some signs. So we're going to grab a couple of those. I'm going to start off with a little countertop that connects to this wall. So I'll probably have this go in a little bit more since I would like to add a table or something like that. I don't know if I'm going to have enough space for a table. We'll give it our best shot. Put a couple of chairs against the wall here like this. Going to have to grab some string. Alright, and this is going to be our countertop. So something like this. How's that going to look? Pretty solid. Alright, we need a refrigerator as well. So let's put a refrigerator up against the wall here. Up against the windows. So we'll do that. And I'm going to grab a tripwire hook. Refrigerator. So we have a refrigerator, a countertop. We need some cabinets. That's what we need. So I'm going to put some cabinets along this wall here. Right above that. So you kind of have to like walk underneath those. I kind of like that. It makes it like more cozy. Alright, and then for cabinets, I'm going to do some buttons here. Actually, I might not do buttons on all four. Yeah, we'll do it. So we have some buttons there. We have a little countertop. We have a refrigerator. We need a sink. That's the next thing we're going to do. So I'm going to add a couple of blocks right there. And then I'm going to grab dark oak wood stair. Place that right there. Place a couple more pieces of gray carpet. And we have ourselves a sink. So pretty small little kitchen. You know, we can't add everything, obviously, because it's tiny. And then pretty much the last thing I'll do is probably just put like a small little table right here. So for that, I'd probably grab some dark oak wood fences. Place those. And then we'd probably do... I guess string, that's fine. Do some string, and then I would say we'll mix it up from the gray wool carpet and do some white wool. And this would be just like a little table right there that you can sit at, just right on the inside of the apartment. So that's pretty good. Pretty much the only thing left to do would be add like little powder rooms. So we can just do something real quick for this. Again, I just do like standard little powder rooms with a toilet. And I'll grab some stuff for the toilet. So we'll grab a gray wool. I'm going to grab a pink wool. And I'm also going to grab some slabs. And then right here in the corner, we can do a sink like that. So small little space, obviously. Actually, we might have to do something a little bit different here because this is really cramped. So maybe we can just do a block there. And then the sink will just be right in the corner. I think that's going to be a little bit better for spacing. And I'm going to probably add a little bit more of this later on. So I'll probably do a little shelving right here that goes all the way along the wall. Put some stuff up there. And I'll probably add more to this later on. But I think that's good for now. And then the last thing I want to do before I conclude today's episode is I just want to put a little carpet right there when you step out of the shower. So thank you guys very much for watching this episode of CLD. We got some stuff done today. We got this, pretty much this apartment is, you know, at least it's planned out. It's not 100% done, but, you know, 90% finished. So now all we have to do is just kind of finish that up and then copy and paste it to all the other floors, and it should look pretty nice. So again, guys, thanks for watching this episode of CLD. Here's the apartment from the outside looking in. Looks pretty nice. I'm probably going to add a little bit more detail to this place because I don't want to rush things too much. But that's a pretty solid apartment design right there. I think that looks pretty good for the entire Tinsel Tower. So we're going to add a bunch of those. I think there's like 13 floors in here, so we'll probably end up having like 26 apartments, which is funny because it'll be the same amount as the Eclipse Tower. So thank you guys for watching this video. It's been Dangeles. Hope you guys enjoyed CLD 225. I'll come back to you guys in a few days for CLD 226, where we'll probably start working on the Plaza. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, everybody. Give it a like if you did enjoy it. Leave your question today, submissions in the comment section if you want to. Sorry I didn't get to one today. I will get to one of those for next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been Dangeles. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.